would be the time. I try really hard when I come to my yoga practice to forget about the rest of the world and just be here in the now, right now. So I'll take 2 more deep breaths in and out. We'll open our eyes. Again, you can be sitting in a chair or on your couch, on the floor, whatever feels good to you. So we're going to inhale, arms up, and exhale, arms down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. We'll do one more time. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. And this time we're going to lean to the right. Again, we're listening to our body. If we feel comfortable, we could go deeper. If not, we could stay almost to the top, or stay straight up if it doesn't feel right to you. We'll come back up to neutral, and then we'll bend the opposite way. And come back to neutral. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. We'll take our right hand down, and if you feel comfortable, you'll place it just slightly behind you, and you'll do a little bit of a twist over your shoulder. But make sure you feel comfortable and don't push your neck till it's uncomfortable. Just start to feel what your body feels comfortable with as we wake it up. Bring your hand back up, and then we'll do a slight twist the opposite way. We're waking up our body and listening to how it feels and the different sensations in different parts of our body. We'll come back to neutral and exhale, hands down. We'll tilt towards our left shoulder. And it could just be a small movement or a large movement, whatever feels good to you. And then towards our opposite shoulder. Do some neck circles. We're just slowly waking up our neck and feeling how our body feels as we move it. And then we'll do the opposite direction if it feels good. And come back to neutral, and we'll shrug our shoulders up and down. We inhale as we bring them up, and we exhale as we let them go down. We'll do some shoulder rolls forward. And then backwards. Okay. We're going to inhale, arms up, And we're going to bring some strong eagle arms down and then bring it to prayer center. Inhale up, exhale, strong arms down to prayer center. Last one. Inhale up, exhale, strong eagle arms down into prayer center. Bring our hands down to our knees and we'll start to do some rolls around our waist. We're just waking up our spine, becoming accustomed to feeling different parts of our body that we often ignore and don't realize what's going on. And then we'll go the opposite way. We'll come back to center. And from here, we're going to bring our hands forward down to the ground. And we're going to step our knees back and we're going to do some cat cows. And if you're in some rolling movements around your waist and just kind of add some different rounding into it as you go as to what feels good with your body. If you're on the ground, your hands should be under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, your legs straight back. We'll come up for cow, so our head will come up, shoulders go out, belly go down, and then we'll exhale. We'll curve our spine back, and we'll follow our head down for a cat. We'll come up for cow, and we exhale back for cat. Inhale up for cow, and exhale back for cat. We'll come back to neutral spine or tabletop. We'll take our left hand up, and we're gonna thread it through. So it's gonna go through the other arm, and you're gonna come down just slightly, wherever you feel comfortable with. This is a little bit of a twist. Take our right arm and prop ourselves back up as we unwind. And we'll take our left foot and we're going to tap it out to the side and then to the back. Out to the side and then to the back. One more, out to the side and then to the back. And we're going to bring it up towards our elbow. And if you're not at your elbow, whatever feels comfortable to you tonight. This is a practice over time. Bring it up towards our elbow. We're holding our core in tight. One more. Bring it back to our knee. We're going to take that left leg up and our right arm forward. Come back to tabletop. Left leg back, right arm forward. Back to tabletop, one more. Left leg back, right arm forward. Great job. Okay, we'll come back to tabletop and we're gonna take our opposite arm and thread it through again for a twist. You guys are doing awesome. It's so good to have such a turnout. Take our left arm and prop ourselves back up as we unwind, come back to tabletop. And now we'll take our right leg and we'll tap it out to the side. Tap it back, out to the side, tap it back, out to the side, tap it back. Now we're going to hold our core tight as we bring it towards our elbow. And if you're not to your elbow tonight, that's fine. Tap it back, tap it forward, tap it back, and tap it forward. Come back to tabletop. And now we're going to take our left leg out, our right leg out and our left arm forward. So we'll do the opposite of what we did last time. Come back to tabletop. We'll repeat that. Come back to tabletop. Last time. Good job, everyone. You guys are doing great. Okay, so we're going to come back to tabletop here. And we're going to push up for our first downward facing dog. So we're going to tuck our toes under, push our knees up, push into our hands. So we're going to be leaning forward and stepping back. So the back of your legs will go towards the back of the wall. And we're going to look forward towards our hands and we're going to walk forward. Come to your hanging here. We'll bring our hands up over top of our heads. We inhale up. And we exhale down for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. You're looking forward. Exhale down. Inhale, hands up over our head. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to repeat these till we do 3 of them. These are called sun salutations or half sun salutations. So inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do our last one. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're going to go into our vinyasa, our flow here. So we're going to do some upward flow routines, and I'm going to take it slow so everyone can follow along and listen to your body, and then we'll do some stretching at the end. So we're going to exhale, hands down. I'm going to step back for downward facing dog. We're going to take our left leg up and we're going to pull it through. We're going to lower our right leg down. So this is a low lunge. Your hands can be on either side of your foot here, bracing yourself. We're not stretching so it's uncomfortable. We're putting our our right leg directly beneath our hip to brace us. It's on the ground. From here, if you feel comfortable, if you feel stable, you can bring your hands up to your knees. And then if you feel really stable, we can bring our hands up overhead. You guys are great. Bring our hands back down and frame our foot. We're going to take our left hand up and we're going to twist to the outside. Bring that arm down and we'll do the opposite. We'll twist to the inside. We'll come back, we'll frame our foot. We're going to pop our back leg up, and we're gonna take our left leg and bring it through. We're gonna go through our first vinyasa. So we're gonna lower it down. We're gonna push up. So just our chest is up with our arms next to us into camel. Or cobra, sorry. We'll be looking forward and smiling at everyone. And then we'll roll our toes under and push back into downward facing dog. We're gonna follow that same sequence on the other side. So we're gonna bring our right leg up and through. So this time, your right leg is forward, your left leg is back, your left knee is underneath of your hip, keeping you balanced. Your hands are down on either side of your foot. If you feel comfortable, you can bring it up to your knee. If you feel comfortable here, we can bring our hands up overhead. We just take our time and listen to what our body is ready for. It takes time and practice to get there and to be stable. Bring our hands back to frame our foot. We're going to bring our outside hand up as we open to the outside and twist. Bring that hand down and we bring the inside up. So we twist to the inside. I'm going to frame that foot. We're going to pop the back knee up. We'll take that front leg and push it through. We're going to lower down to our belly and push up for cobra. And take our time. Feel strong here. And push back into downward facing dog as we roll our toes under, push our knees up, push our thighs back. We're looking back towards our feet. We're going to look forward and walk to the front of our hands for forward fold. Inhale, hands up. Bring our hands down to prayer. Your feet, you can have your big toes together with the back angled out slightly, or your feet can be slightly apart, whatever you feel comfortable with. But we're going to sit down into chair. So you're going to imagine that you're sitting in a chair and your legs are flexed. If you feel comfortable, your hands can go up and strong. Bring our hands back to heart center and we'll twist to the right. So your left elbow is on the right knee. Come back to center and we'll twist the opposite way. Come back to center. We'll release and we'll just hang here for a second. You can stretch it out. As you walk your feet, kind of loosen yourself back up after that pose. We're going to walk our hands forward, walk our feet back, come back into plank. We'll lower ourselves down. We'll push up into cobra, push back into downward facing dog. This time we'll bring our left leg up and through for warrior one. So in warrior one, Your front foot is facing forward to the top of your mat. Your back foot is about a 45-degree out to the side of your mat. Your front leg is flexed and your arms are up strong, just like we did in chair. So our front of our body is facing forward. And we should feel it in our leg here, and we're tight in our core. We're going to rotate our hands forward and back so they're level with each other. We're looking over the front of our hands. I'm trying to make it so you can see it better on the video. And this is warrior two. So our front leg is still flexed at a 90 or wherever you feel comfortable, but our hands are forward and back, and we're looking over the front of our hand, and the side of our body is now towards the side of the room. It's not to the front anymore. We're going to bring our front leg forward so it's straight down, and we're going to rotate. So our front arm is going to go down, our back arm is going to go up. We're going to be in triangle. So you're imagining that your body is between two planes of glass, and you're looking straight to the side, your body's straight to the side between them. And this can be high, it could be low, wherever you feel good. You don't want to put pressure on your knee. You're just lightly touching your leg. And this is a pose that is really good if you have a block. You could always use that beside your leg too. We're gonna turn forward, turn our back foot so it's facing forward. We're gonna place our hands on either side of that front foot. We're gonna step that front leg back and lower it down for vinyasa. Push up into cobra and push back into downward facing dog. Now feel free to take water or take a break anytime you need. Okay, this time we're gonna bring our right foot up and bring it through. For warrior one, again, our front foot is forward, our back foot is angled out at a 45-degree, our hands are up, our body is facing the front of the room. And you can sink down into the pose if you feel comfortable as we stand here. If you feel strong and stable. We'll rotate our hands, one forward, one back. We're looking forward over the front of our fingertips, and our body is now facing the side wall into warrior two. We'll straighten that front leg. We'll take the front arm and bend it forward over the leg, and our back arm comes up for triangle. Again, your front arm can be on a block, it could be on the floor, it could be lightly on your leg without putting a lot of force. We're going to turn forward, we'll rotate that back leg forward, place our hands on either side of our foot. We'll step that back foot to the back, and we'll lower it down into our belly. We'll push up into cobra, and we'll push back into downward facing dog. We have one more flow to do, so if you guys want to take a second and grab some water, might be a good time. Okay, when you're ready, come back to downward facing dog. We'll take our right foot up and through for high crescent lunge. So this time, this one's very much like warrior one. Our front knee is bent, but both our front foot and our back foot are now facing towards the front of the mat. Our hands are up alongside our ears. We'll bring our hands to heart center, and we're gonna do a twist. So your left elbow is gonna go outside of your right knee. And come back to center, and we're gonna come back up so you feel stable, and we're gonna step forward. We'll do one balancing pose here if you feel comfortable. So we're gonna take that right foot that we were just using, and we're gonna stable it down through the ground like it's a root. Your left foot will come up. You'll have equal and opposite motion. So as you lean forward, you go back, and you don't have to go all the way. So warrior three is your back foot is up and you're leaning forward. Your hands can be at heart center. They can be back by your side or straight forward. But this is a pose that we do gradually, and then we lean deeper into it over time. And come back to center. We'll stretch it out here. We'll do a forward fold. Step back into downward facing dog. This time we will take our left foot up and through for crescent lunge on the opposite side. Bring our hands to heart center. Stable ourselves here. And then when you feel ready, we'll take our right elbow outside of our left knee for a twist. And come back to center. We'll stable ourselves, and then we'll step forward. And we're gonna take our left foot and ground it into the ground. So you bring our right foot up and lean forward for warrior three at whatever level you feel comfortable with tonight. Balance poses are usually about your focus. And a lot of times that helps to find a spot that's like 5 foot in front of you and try to focus on it. And it's a good judgment of how busy your mind is at that point. So if you can try to let go of things and just stare at the floor, a lot of times you'll have better balance. So we're gonna come down to our mat now. We'll take our right foot, right leg, out in front of us, and bring our left foot, the bottom of the sole of our foot, to the inside of your thigh, wherever you feel comfortable. This pose is called Jani Sarasana. And if you feel comfortable here, we can bring our hands up and rotate them forward. And you can touch your foot, or wrap it around, you can touch your leg, touch the ground, wherever you feel comfortable tonight. We're trying to do equal and opposite stretches to some other movements we did tonight. We're letting our body slow down after the flow that we just did. Sit back up. We're going to take our left foot, we're going to take it over top of our leg, and we'll take our right arm outside of our knee if we feel comfortable, and do a slight twist over our left elbow or shoulder. We'll come back to center, we'll look forward, we'll untwist, and we'll bring the bottom of our feet together. We're building a diamond with our legs here. This is called bound angle. We can hold our feet and lean a little forward, or we can sit up wherever you feel comfortable tonight. And you don't need to force your knees down wherever they want to fall. A lot of times we, through walking and running and different activity, our legs get really stiff. We'll sit up, and we'll take our left leg out straight and long, and take our right sole of our foot into the thigh of your left leg. And then we can bend forward over that left leg if we feel comfortable. We'll sit back up. We'll take our right foot and cross as we twist the opposite way. So our left elbow will be near, and we're looking over our right shoulder to the extent that feels comfortable to you tonight. We'll unwind as we turn forward. We'll take both feet out in front of us. We'll sit up straight and then we'll lean forward into staff pose. We're gonna sit up, we're gonna bend our knees as we lay back onto our back. Our arms are gonna be down by our side, our palms facing down into the ground. And then we're gonna slowly push our pelvic up to lower our glutes and our back off of the floor into bridge. We'll lower back down, take a breath here. And we'll push back up. If you have wheel in your practice and you want to push up into that safely, please feel free to do so now. And lower back down. We'll take our knees together and we'll windshield wipe them back and forth. So we're unwinding our body and relaxing. We'll take the right leg up and we'll cross that ankle over our left knee. And then we'll pull up our foot into reclining pigeon. We'll come back to the ground, we'll unwind, take our left ankle up and over and cross our right knee, and bring that right foot off of the ground if we feel comfortable. Lower it back down and cross our legs. Do some more windshield wipers. If you guys feel comfortable, you can do reclining. Could do a shoulder stand or happy baby or any inversion that you feel comfortable to end your practice. So happy baby, you're laying on your back, your feet are up and your hands are on the outside of your feet. You're rocking back and forth. If there's any final pose that you guys would like to do now, please feel free. And then we're gonna slow down, and if you feel comfortable, lay back on your back in Shavasana. So Shavasana is also called corpse pose. You're flat on your back, your feet are slightly apart, kind of bent outward. Your hands are down with your palms facing up. Your head is laid back with your eyes shut. But you can also sit and start out as we did at the beginning of the practice. But Shavasana is where we just sit and quiet ourselves, and it's a reawakening. I'm going to play you a little bit of music. You guys did an awesome job tonight. Be grateful for all that you have done tonight. I appreciate your time. When you feel comfortable, we'll come back up to seated. Bring our hands to heart center. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you so much for your time this evening. Thank you, everyone. And I think, thank you guys. And I think Virginia has a winner of a drawing.
Hey, Christina.
Hi.
I do have a winner for tonight. Everybody did such a great job. Thank you so much. I almost fell asleep myself. It was so relaxing. So, do you want to say it or do you want me to say it? Oh, you're cutting out for me. I actually can't hear you. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Sorry about that. Yes, please go ahead and share with the group.
All right. So our winner tonight is actually going to be getting an SONC keychain and nightlight. Our winner tonight is DJ Thomas.
Yay.
Congratulations, DJ.
Thank you.
Congrats. You did a great job tonight. Everybody did such an amazing time, and we'll be getting to you very soon with that. And we will see everybody in 2 weeks for our next yoga session.
Thanks, everybody. I had a great time. I look forward to seeing you again.